Hey everybody, and welcome to part 9 of Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. Before we go anywhere, I forgot to do this off screen, but let's salvage stuff. So we got 4 iridescent tears. We can't do that because I have yet to pick up Death's Breath. Let's repair. We get to make a leather belt. That looks like it'll be better than ours, so let's make one. And then can we make anything else? Make a shield or a mantle. We don't even have mantle yet, so it's better than nothing. So let's put on our new belt, which is definitely better, and shoulders, which we definitely needed. So, anyways, it tells us to take our waypoint, and tells us to go to the Cemetery of the Forsaken, so we will do just that. Remember, we already discovered this place, so we don't really have to again. Apparently, these weaklings want to attack us again. So here we are. The Fields of Misery, which should have another waypoint in it as well. Hang on, just had an itch there. Yeah, I don't know why the game's always playing at nighttime. Okay, if there's a sword here, we will find it. Okay, so we do have new ones. We have the flag carriers, which are a new form of the bats that we fought previously in the game. And nothing really to say about them, they're just as weak as they were before. These guys, wood wraiths, those guys are tough because they get you poisoned.
I have heard the most ridiculous tales about travelers being ambushed by vicious trees. It is too much. Despite their name, the wood wraiths are not plants, but fully mobile beasts who have taken on the guise of foliage to ensnare their prey. Only a simpleton could be fooled by such a trick.
Well, I wouldn't really say simpleton, because those things are pretty hard to, determine.
Some time ago, I revealed that the Khazra, or goatmen, were originally humans until the Vizieri corrupted them. For many years, these creatures were simple and lethargic. These days have ended. Khazra attacks are widely reported, and the number of fatalities is higher than anything in my records.
Ah, so Khazra are what the goatmen are called. Interesting to know. Anyways, we did pick up some legendary bracers. They're 2 defense lower, but their stats are phenomenal. Wow, the nest dies in 1 hit to our arcane orb attack. Here we found the Fields of Misery waypoint. So looks like we'll be going up to looks like a statue area, and then it'll be the ending. So it looks like we're almost done the first act according to where the waypoints would lead us. That's a good indication of how long it would be. We have yet to find any champion creatures or anything in a while, and there's some Khazra, which are extremely weak enemies. I don't find them tough at all. Got a bone pile, not even worth going over there. Looks like we kind of have to. Yeah, flag carriers are so weak. Apparently these wood wraiths are actually that look like plants to, hunt their prey. Or ensnare their prey. Is what the journal entry said to us. Wow, one always lives. You guys ever notice that? Oh. Another iridescent tear. I like that. It's good for crafting. Especially if we need any more yellow gear. Oh, wow, you just stood right out in the middle of nowhere, buddy. Obviously, we're gonna see you there. You sometimes find quests, so make sure to explore everything on your first run-through. Your second run-through isn't as important because you've already found all the caves and stuff. Unless you just want to get some extra leveling off, you don't need to. Looks like we got lots of water around here. This could have been called something like swamplands and savage beasts. I don't know what they are. I don't know what they're supposed to be, but they can be pretty formidable opponents, but in this case they seem to be pretty weak. You do run into lots of bright palettes of them, so, and they actually all look the same too. They're not really different colors. Like these guys used to be yellowy, now they're green. So the beasts themselves don't really change, but the bats do. I always kill the nest and then never kill the little minions for some reason. Moon Clan Warriors. Aw, man, brings you back to Diablo 2 days. Back when the Moon Clan were like one of the many goatmen that you can see. There's also the Blood Clan, the Knight Clan. There's a couple other ones too. Tristram Field.
The Tristram Fields are fair lands, fertile and temperate. Superstitious farmers kept away from them for quite a while after the fall of Old Tristram. But time has persuaded them to abandon these ridiculous notions and take up the hoe and plough once more. Now they supply crops to both New Tristram and Wortham.
Ah, cool. So we got some farm. I've yet to see a farm though. All I see are monsters and flag nests. I actually get to run some water, that's pretty cool. And level 12, let's see here what we got. Arcane Orb, Arcane Torrent. Interesting, let's try it. Ah, frigga duck, there's a stupid tree guy here. Trying to get in the way of me testing out my new skills. Let's try this one. Diamond Skin, we get the Frost Nova now with Shatter. Wait, Force, nothing. So let's try this attack out. Wow, I love that. It reminds me of our arcane missiles from World of Warcraft. You can tell they make the same game. Or you can tell they're made by the same people. So this is the Khazra Den.
The piece of the sword I'm looking for must be in a cave.
Okay, let's look into the Khazra Den. Cave with goat people, full of traps. Shoot them all with these little dark cultists.
A dark coven has formed in Tristram, and I fear that their superstitious violence may damn the whole region. I discovered very little during my eavesdrop, except that the word Magda was repeated several times in their chants. Oh well, now I journey to the safety of my home.
Kill him!
He's going to his home apparently, but doesn't really know much about those dark cultists. Ah! The piece of the sword.
Magda will be here soon. It is time.
Yes, Mr. Urk, the seer prophet of torture. But you gotta die. You sucked, adventuring pike. What the heck is that? A dark hellion?
The bestial hellion.
Who are you to take what is mine?
Yours? I believe you are mistaken.
Regardless, I have claimed it. I am Magda, and I lead this coven. The shard is mine.
To hell with you, witch!
Very well. Let things begin.
Okay, Magda. I will kill all your cultists. Really? You're just gonna keep some of these weaklings? They die in like one hit.
Well fought.
There we go, we beat
but
it.
you will never possess the next piece. It has fallen where only the ancients may tread.
She is more devious than she appears.
Ah, we gotta take the piece back to Kane, so I guess we'll just use our portal.
We are not the only ones seeking the sword. I had to take the first piece from a witch named Magda and her crazed minions.
Uncle Deckard, you sound like those dark cultists you told me about.
Very good, Leah. You have been paying attention. Stranger, does any of this jar your memory?
I have no memory of this coven, but I sense a far darker shadow guiding its hand.
There we go, we completed that quest as well.
Magda taunted me, claiming to know where the next piece is. She said it fell where only ancients may tread.
That makes me think of the drowned temple near the festering woods. I remember you telling me about it, Uncle.
Exactly, Leah. The temple was home to the Nephilim. Leah, your knowledge could be invaluable. You must go and help our friend retrieve the sword piece.
The Nephilim were ancient humans with fantastic powers. Legend holds that they waged a terrible battle near the temple, and that their ghosts still war with one another.
Yeah, so the Nephilim, for those who don't know, who they are, if you guys know the four horsemen of the apocalypse, those guys were Nephilim.
Got a right good bunch of things for you this fine day.
So yeah, that's who those guys would be. I just need some money here. Can't get too low on money. Anyways, I think that does it for this episode. So, anyways, in the next episode, let's see where it tells us to go this time. It tells us to go back to the Field of Miseries to go to the Festering Woods. Yeah, so that's where we'll be going in the next part. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode. Remember to give it the thumbs up and stay tuned for more Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls.